Hi, I'm Irene. I'm a product manager at ServiceNow, and in 5 steps and in 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how to implement collaborative work management. The first step is to go to the store page for collaborative work management and install the application. You'll either need to be entitled to SPM or to CWM in order to install this in your instance. Once installed, you can find collaborative work management under the Workspaces tab. Step 2 is to assign the CWM role to groups or users. To assign to groups, you'll go to the Groups page. You'll select the group that you would like to have access to CWM, and then edit their role assignments and add the CWM role. Now everyone in this group automatically will have access to CWM. You can also assign to a user. And to do that, just go to Users under the User Administration tab, edit their role assignments, and again, add that SN CWM user role. All right, 1 minute in, and we have already done the 2 only required steps to implement CWM. There are 3 more optional steps, and I'll take you through those now. When someone doesn't have access to CWM, they'll see this screen, but we can add a button here that will kick off a workflow to request access for CWM. To do that, we'll go to the System Properties list by searching sys_properties.list, and we'll find the CWM properties. I'll click on the Request Role Access property, edit it, and change the value to true. Now when a worker without CWM access tries to access that workspace, so they'll see the Request Access button, which will trigger a workflow. As a system admin, I can go to the Events page, and I can now see that there was a CWM Request Role Access event. I can use this event to trigger a workflow, whether that be granting a service catalog request, automatically granting the role to the user, or sending an email to the appropriate approver. Next, I'll walk through the steps required to connect Strategic Portfolio Management to CWM. To do this, I'll go to the System Properties list again, and I'll search for SN_align. This will take me to the Planning Item Types Allowed list. I'll edit this record, and I will add the value SN CWM board to this list. This is going to enable CWM boards to be available as planning items within the Strategic Planning workspace. Next, I'll go to my lens configurations, and I can edit these to add CWM as a planning item type. First, I'll do it in the organization lens and just move CWM board over. And then I'll do the same thing in the project portfolio lens. Again, just moving that CWM board over to the selected planning item types. Now, when I go into Strategic Planning Workspace, and if I were to add a new portfolio, in the lens type configurations for organization and project portfolio, I can see that CWM board will now be listed as a planning item. And that brings us to our final step, which is adding additional tables that can be mentioned in docs. To do this, I'm back at that System Properties list, and again searching for the CWM property, and I see there's a record mention config item. I will edit this. In the values field, you can see that CWM tasks and incidents are already listed as available, but you could add any other ServiceNow table. So now when we go back to CWM and open up a doc, if you type a /, you'll have the option to mention any record, and you can either mention a CWM incident or a CWM task. And just as promised, that's everything you need to know to implement CWM in under 5 minutes. Thanks for watching.